The smell of latex that's occupying my nose unearths a childhood memory of trick-or-treating with my mom. She's the one who bought me the mask I've got on. It was too big for me then, but now it fits me just right. Looking in the vanity mirror of my car, I slick back the mask's hair. Its color is nearly indistinguishable from the pale white skin that's visible through the openings of the eyes. I almost have trouble telling where the mask ends and where my skin starts. As I'm about to close the sun visor, I stop myself. I notice that there's something unfamiliar about the eyes looking back at me. I lean in closer to the mirror and realize that they look darker. Just then, something in my peripheral catches my attention. The unusually bright moonlight is reflecting off the knife that sits on the passenger seat. I pick it up and glide my index finger across the edge of the blade, feeling its sharpness. Then, in a slow, back-and-forth motion, I rub it across my throat, being careful not to break the skin. Exiting the car, I hear the scraping sound of dead leaves being pushed across the asphalt by a breeze. I hear them crunch under my boots as I walk down the street. The cool air I feel on my forearm reminds me that I have a tear in the sleeve of my coveralls. When I get to the house, I stand behind one of the trees that line the street and peer out at it. The shadow of the swaying branches being cast on the front of the house looks like a spider crawling on it. The glow of a television is illuminating one of the first floor windows. Seeing a small opening between the drawn curtains, I make my way behind the bush beneath the window. Looking inside, I see a married couple laying together on the couch, watching a movie. The man, a retired postal worker, is fighting off sleep, while the woman, a teaching assistant, has lost that battle. Able to see into the kitchen, I look at the pictures on the refrigerator. One of them is of a child wearing a Halloween mask and holding a bag full of candy. I shift my gaze to the wooden knife block that sits on the counter and become bothered by its incompleteness. I walk to the side of the house and head towards the backyard. The motion sensor light above the back door, which has been broken for over a year, doesn't turn on as I approach it. I stop when I get to the door and look at my reflection in the glass. My eyes are the same shade as the void beyond the tree line behind me. The insects that score the night are unable to drown out the sound of my crescendoing thoughts. My breathing hastens, and I can feel my face sweating underneath the mask. A bead of sweat rolls down the front of my neck. Gripping the handle of the knife, and with my chest quickly rising and falling, I reach my hand out and grab the cold silver door handle. Taking a slow, deep breath in and letting it out, I open the door and enter my home.